1978, and two more Geordies leading out the Cup finalists, Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. Brian Clough and Bob Paisley were the most successful managers in English football. By comparison, Chris Woods was a complete unknown, a teenage stand-in for a cup-tied Peter Shilton. But we'd all heard of him before the afternoon was out.
Curling in, a dangerous one there. Larry Lloyd is up and he had to be up well. Case, oh, well saved there. And McGovern can get it away. And Case has got it back. A bad pass out that by the Nottingham Forest side. And another good save by the youngster. Hit straight at him with great power, it's true, but he held on to it from Terry McDermott. Now Case. Oh, and now McDermott, and a goal! They're off their seats on the bench, and it's been disallowed. Well, what was the infringement there? There must have been an offside as that ball swept past Chris Woods from Terry McDermott, and Liverpool are disappointed. And here's Erin Hughes going a long way forward. Good save! Oh, what a good save by Chris Woods. Kenny Dalglish. Now Kennedy. Thundering a left-foot shot. Oh, and he's lost it this time. And he just about saved it before Dalglish could get in. Forrest making one or two very elementary mistakes. And again, young Chris Woods getting beautifully behind a shot from Terry McDermott.
Well, I thought I would be, a little bit nervous, more nervous than what I was, but when I got out there, when we went out for a walk, I felt, with all the other players around me, it was, a really tremendous feeling. And then when we went out, I was just looking forward to it, that was all. Yeah.
Chris Woods and Nottingham Forest defiance continued through a controversial Old Trafford replay.
Case arriving, and Case going for it, and it's come through to McDermott, hooked across, and missed the ball. McDermott, Kennedy, Dalglish, McDermott, nice football by Liverpool, and the header out from Anderson has come straight to Neil. Good save, Woods again. Gallagher, Case, Dalglish, they come to meet Case, and Dalglish was given a bit of room. Left foot, goalkeeper saw it late and got down well. Neil taking over again and jinking through past three and going for the shot, and good goalkeeping stopped him. Clark with called for the long one, and it was accurate. Woodcock, a good ball for O'Hare, was in a marvellous position. He was tripped. I think Mr. Partridge is given the penalty. Now, was that inside or outside? They are saying outside. Here's O'Hare going, there's Thompson going for the tackle, and it looked to me as though it was outside. But the decision is a penalty. Robertson versus Clements. So the deadlock is broken. Dalglish is onside. Burnsy has to beat again. McDermott through the middle into the gap. Beautifully taken. The flag is up. It won't count. Now the referee has taken the signal from the linesman of handball, and that is going to be another very controversial decision.
Liverpool's subsequent domination of the competition was probably born out of their sense of injustice that night. Phil Thompson was fined for criticising the referee over the penalty. The best team in Europe had got themselves in a lather about the competition their fans used to call the Mickey Mouse Cup. That cup left Old Trafford in the hands of Brian Clough and Peter Taylor. The League Cup was now a major talking point.
Obvious penalty. I think John would have stuck it in. No one's doubting it, surely.
I think it was just in the box and no more, Although, I'm not certain, to be quite honest. But I think it may be just inside. Television will tell, anyway.
The trip occurred inside the penalty area as far as I was concerned, and it was confirmed for me.
I'll swear on anything. You put a Bible in front of me now, the ball's hit me in the chest here. And it's fallen perfectly for me, and I've just put it in the back of the net.
Well, from where I was, it appeared that there could have been a possible handball. It was confirmed by a member of my team on the line.
You're looking to protect your team, I suppose, and do your best. And that's all I was doing. That's all I was doing, in all honesty. I was just trying to help my team. I was young, hot-headed, very upset, local lad. The way I seen it cost my team the League Cup, and I was gutted.
Laurie McMenemy and Alan Ball were the gutted parties when Forest retained the trophy at Southampton's expense in 1979.
Boyer again, Peach waiting for it now, Peach getting it. Right foot perhaps, no, Alan Ball. Played in there, now for Peach! And a goal! Curran. Holmes is loose on this side, if Curran can hoist one far enough, Boyer's in there! And Holmes was almost in there, what a brave and a good piece of goalkeeping by Shilton. And Forrest looking a little more aggressive in the second half. Here's Robertson now. Can he get a shot in? Oh! And a goal there! Oh! Well, Bertels got a chance he should never have been allowed. People like Alan Ball and Williams and Holmes have got to get hold of that midfield, and Gemmell is having such an influence on Forrest in this opening period of this second half. Here's Bertels. Well, I never did. What was Geno doing there? I thought for a moment the whistle must have gone. And it very nearly did for a goal. Bertels playing it on. And Waldron, oh, yes, a bobble very nearly did him there, and it may well have done, as Woodcock takes it up. Played there for Bertels! Offside, offside, no goal. No goal. Barrett. Now Bertels. Going all the way, Bertels! Gemmell. Woodcock. And another one, Tony Woodcock. Williams. Waldron right in there, and Curran in here. Oh, and a great goal by Nick Holmes!
McMenemy had every cause to tell his beaten players to lift their heads. It had been the best final since the heroics of Queen's Park Rangers and Swindon in the late 60s. But there was no parting Nottingham Forest from the League Cup. They had made the first successful defence. And 12 months later, they were attempting the second against Wolverhampton Wanderers. After selecting as assistant Peter Taylor in '79, Brian Clough chose veteran Jimmy Gordon to lead out the team in 1980. Forest's semi-final victims had been Liverpool, victim of another of those penalty awards.
Oh, penalty is it? It is! A penalty, Bertels was brought down. What a dramatic finish.
John Robertson again stood between Liverpool and the one major trophy that had eluded their relentless treasure hunt. Same corner, same result. Forest were heading for their third consecutive final. But a hat-trick of triumphs was denied them by one of the most bizarre winning goals in Wembley Cup final history.
Now Palmer. Now Gray. A little touch. Shilton got in a terrible mix. And Andy Gray has the simplest of jobs to put Wolves into the lead.
The celebrations that greeted Andy Gray's gift-wrapped winner provided further evidence of the growing status of the League Cup. Even a battle-hardened winner like Emlyn Hughes wore a special smile to mark Wolves' victory. Meanwhile, the Forest inquest had begun.
Any goals that we concede look terrible. This looked a disaster. It was like a morgue in here at 5 o'clock, and it's still like a morgue now. And I said, well, if this is what defeat tastes like, we don't want the taste ever again. Oh, it's rotten.
This man has won 19 major prizes, and he finishes up quite rightly and properly as a winner.
The rotten taste of defeat at Forest's hands had given Bob Pace's Liverpool an appetite for League Cup glory. For 4 years, from 1981, they gorged themselves on it. Europe's most practised trophy lifters had discovered a new ornament for their silver-laden sideboard. But nobody made it easy for them. In each of their 4 consecutive victory years, they were forced to work overtime at Wembley, and twice they needed a replay to land their prize. The first of those was at Villa Park in 1981, against Second Division West Ham United, who were certainly talking a good game.
You can't give Liverpool much of a chance against West Ham in the League Cup, can you, eh? I mean, the game's changed a bit, hasn't it? Since Liverpool was the side to be reckoned with. I mean, it's less kick and rush about it now, isn't it? Since West Ham's brought new skills into the game, see? Mind you, credit where credit's due. Liverpool's been a good little side over the years. Give them that. Oh, yes.
And now Booking. A lovely weighted ball there for Neighbour, almost the first touch he's had with almost 10 minutes gone. And he's gone past Alan Hansen. And he's got a couple of West Ham players waiting in the middle. The cross coming in. Oh, and it's there. Well, Goddard has put West Ham into the lead. Dalglish. And again, Billy Bonds right at the back of him. They are so aware of Dalglish's ability to turn, and there's a good free kick taken, and Rush is in there, and he's hit the woodwork with it. Ray Kennedy off the top of the crossbar. Well, luckily, Liverpool are having none of the luck. Dermot playing it in. Dalglish! So Liverpool's corner. Jimmy Case with it. Curled it there once more towards Hansen! And the goal! But it's the Football League Cup for the first time, now going back to Anfield.
In 1982, the League Cup had company for its journey to Anfield. Sponsorship introduced a second trophy, the Milk Cup, for the final with Tottenham Hotspur. Liverpool had the bottle to deliver both to their thirsty supporters.
And Hoddle tries to get Archibald through behind the Liverpool defence. Archibald all the way! Spurs in the lead, 11 minutes gone. Then Lee gets in, Hazard. Oh, and this could be trouble. Sammy Lee is in there. Oh, and a miss by Rush. Well, that was an incredible miss by Ian Rush for Liverpool after a mistake by Mike Hazard had suddenly put Liverpool in. Here's Hoddle. Now Hoddle, great save, and a chance for Archibald, knocked away by Souness. Dalglish couldn't get to it, but he might get to this. Villa going in there, using his shoulder. Johnson playing it in. Whelan! Ronnie Whelan makes it 1-1. With a little under 4 minutes to go.
It all looked lost at that time, and then I can remember Davy Johnson kicking in from the right, and I more or less just swung my foot at it. And luckily for me, I went in the bottom corner past Glenn.
I remember you running away. What was going through your mind at that time?
No idea. It's just one of those instinctive things that you just run off. I knew it was close, and then it's got us right back in the game again.
Whelan ducking there to get it to Kennedy, trying in turn to put Dalglish in behind them. Well, that was Ardil's mistake, and it's Rush. And now it's Dalglish. He's onside. Is this the decisive moment? It's played for Whelan, and he's done it again. That's astonishing. The first time he's ever played at Wembley, and he's got 2 of the goals. Ronnie Whelan.
I remember Kenny had it, and I didn't think he was ever going to give it to me. But he held it, and then just gave it to me at the last minute, which was probably the right thing to do. And it bubbled up off me. Luckily, I was in a bit of space, and I just hit it. But I couldn't have missed from there. Just flew in the top.
No, it falls for Sammy Lee. And what about that for a ball? Inviting Ian Rush to make a charge, to take it round Price, to play it for David Johnson. Stopped by Clements, but it's not away yet.